Hi, I'm JazzDog, and today I'm presenting my Lightning Smite Paladin. This is an off-meta build, but still feels pretty solid. I managed to push it to 1000 corruption despite being just embryonal, both in terms of adjustments between interactions from items, skills, and passives, and in terms of optimizing the gear. So, let's get down to it. The mechanic is pretty simple as Smite is our main source of damage, and we use Lunge to jump around while automatically proccing Smite, like some sort of auto-bomber kamikaze maniac. And in between the lunges and jumping jacks, we cast Smite directly to finish off enemies or to hit them from a safer distance. The feeling it gives is one that is a mix between a Falconer and a Rune Master, if you have any familiarity with those other masteries. But how do we get it going? Let's break it down. The main item we are going to need is, first and foremost, Devotion. It is a unique amulet that gives lighting damage and lightning penetration, which are perfect for us. But above all, it gives two other things that are incredible. The first one is added cast speed for Smite for every 2% missing mana, so up to 50% bonus when we have no mana. And the second one is added spell damage to Smite for each 5 mana we have missing. This is uncapped, so to maximize this, we have to make sure we have a lot of maximum mana and that we are always short of it. How do we do it? Well, usually in the Fisher variants of this build, you see people doing weird stuff to lower their mana, spending mana on useless high-cost spells, voodoo dances, self-masturbatory practices, or whatever. To me, this is preposterous, so I found a simpler solution. We use the Kolnavar's Claim Scepter to suck our mana dry, and then we keep our spell at such a low cost that we'll never have to stop for mana dryness. The Kolnavar's Claim Scepter gives us a decent amount of base spell damage, crit chance, and lightning damage, but more importantly, it consumes all our mana whenever we fill our mana bar. We are going to need to slam on this item spell damage and mana cost reduction as soon as possible. Alright, now that I've been politically correct, let's keep going. Next on the list, the Aurelis Sword. This one fits because of the +2 points to Smite and the base spell damage. Here you see a double legendary slam, but just because I was pretty lucky on a double tier 7 sword. Then we have, oh yes baby, the Storm-Carved Testament. This one just fits in. Gives mana, lightning penetration, and attunement. Mandatory slam is the +4 to Smite. The Seed of Yggdrasil. Another one that fits in, but it's not really necessary though. The damage to mana helps us with keeping our mana low in case we have excess regeneration, and just in general with survivability. Grasp of the Blood Mage. A very good item. It allows us to get 100% critical chance on Smite thanks to his base crit boost, and give us some utilities like Spell Leech and cooldown recovery, which is going to help with our movement skill frequency. Next, the Orion's Descent Belt. Don't ask me to comment this item, it only helps us with the auto-bomber thing we have going, since Smite generates lightning bolts which are hits, and those proc the generation of other Smites, especially when there's quite the crowd of enemies. There's a red ring here, this one is definitely not mandatory, it can just help with survivability if you have it. A good item in general doesn't really interact with the build. The last legendary item is the Foot of the Mountain. This one is last for a reason. Despite its stats that are pretty obvious, it has this particular mechanic where it gives mountain stacks, up to 3, for each second we stand still. For each stack, we get mana cost reduction. This is important because since we want to keep our mana very low, but we still have to spam Smite, this allows us to stop moving to get our spells to cost 0 if we are getting too short. We don't have to stop completely and be sacks of potatoes. We just need to stop here and there without constantly kiting the enemies. This is especially good against bosses. Here's an example. You see, if I keep moving, my mana stays at the same level, and even drops a little bit down as I keep casting. But if I stand still, it goes back up. This is thanks to our boots.